opening statement and then questions.
So obviously, I think first off, you got to give a lot of credit to Coppin State. I thought they were, we had chances to put them away and we couldn't do it. And then I thought they made, really big shots in the fourth quarter. Some of that is problems with our defense. And some of that is them, hitting better, bigger shots than us, So they came in here and they got it done, and we just didn't. So credit to them. And we got some things we got to learn and grow and get better at. And I think we should have a hungry team to do that. Anybody hear me? I don't think anybody can.
Yeah, we can hear you, Coach.
Okay.
I can hear you. I personally can't see you, but I can hear you. I don't know if that's just my connection, though.
Yeah, we're seeing the same thing. So I think we'll just do it audio-wise, and if I never show up, that's fine. But I can hear you guys, so go ahead and ask any questions that you might have.
Coach, talk about that fourth quarter there a little bit. You kind of had that little bit of run there with Wheeler kind of getting fouled out. What was your message to the team in the locker room after kind of having the lead and it kind of being a close game and you guys not being able to close it out?
Yeah, I thought we had a couple times where, we did push a lead out and we didn't continue to do things that got us there. And I think some of that is I need to let them go play a little bit more. I think we've got a team that can find some baskets in transition that they're good at. I need to let them go get them. And so I think it starts with that. I thought, obviously, Alexander was tremendous at the end, and I thought we played too passive on her at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and I thought she got a couple baskets and really got going, and then we had no answer for her at the end. So hats off to her for coming in here and making it happen. And so I think the answer is I think we tightened up a little bit. I think we tightened up in the way I organized them. So I think there's got to be growth from both sides, the coaching side and the playing side.
Coach, when the run is happening for Coppin State, what is your thought process during that time, and what are you telling the girls? Because it just seemed that Coppin State, as they were inching closer and closer, they were gaining more confidence, and then your squad didn't seem like they were maybe as hungry as the other team maybe. What are you telling your girls to try to get them fired up for a team like Coppin State? Obviously, your message is probably the same, but how do you think they receive it differently?
Well, I guess we knew Coppin State was a good basketball team, and if you, I don't know, I guess I anticipated that we would have to play well to win. And Alexander started at Clemson, so she's got a lot of talent, and I thought she made tremendous shots. And some of that, you're right. I think we carried ourselves, and Coach Jenna in the locker room just said we carried ourselves early in the fourth quarter like we were trying to protect a 7-point lead, not go move it out, And so I did think that for much of the quarter we got the ball, not at the end. The last 3 minutes, no. But for much of the quarter we got the ball in good spots, and they made shots and we didn't. And obviously we've got to get more in the basket, but they need to they have to learn that lesson, I guess, while they're playing. They got to be level-headed and all that, but I think we're trying to get them to fight. We're trying to get them to make shots, and sometimes they don't go in. So, I guess I think our kids wanted to win. It just went really well for them at the end, and every shot they needed, they hit. But that's a credit to them, That's a credit to them in an area that we went 3 for 13 in the fourth quarter. They went 8 for 12. And so there's 5-shot make difference right there. And we have to close that gap.
Coach, as well, I do believe that from watching that they made a lot of tough shots as well. When you're going back down on the other end though on offense, and from what I could tell, they were doing a lot of switching whenever you're running Wheeler off ball screens and really just trying to do everything to deny her the ball and deny a lot of ball, honestly, on a lot of off ball screens by just switching. When teams are like that and they're just long and bigger than maybe some of your guards, and they're just able to switch switch in a lot of your offense, what's the game plan? Do you just have them take people on and attack the switches, or do you try to run something else? I mean, it just seemed like, to me, it seemed probably frustrating to run that offense and then obviously just have it switch, so you're doing that action and all you're doing is getting that switch instead of getting more of an open look.
Yeah, I thought, first of all, it's very hard to exactly know what I think of our shots and things like that until you get a chance to watch it again. So I guess I'll lead with that. I was very fine, especially early. I definitely know they switched out on a play that did hurt us, but I don't think we flowed well into our kind of everybody's got an offense at the back end of their offense, and I didn't think we flowed well into that. So we'll watch that stuff and see, but I think there's opportunities to get some mismatches on switches inside, and one of the things that they do, and we knew this going in, 45 doesn't move too much off of her block, and that did help kind of jam it up in there, and we didn't finish much going to the rim, and that's got to play the game, learn how it's being called, and you got to make adjustments to find ways to finish balls, and I thought they did. Once again, they did. We didn't.
And I had one question too about a specific play. I think it was around like the 120 mark. It was an out of bounds play for Coppin State, and they all like stacked up in one singular line, and that's whenever they broke out and got that layup in the foul call. Or it was an attempted layup. I think they didn't make the N1, but on that play, was like the plan to just stay like man to man up in everyone's grill and attempt to get the steal and just play physical.
Yeah, are you talking about a side out of bounds play?
Yeah, that side out of bounds play.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we were down 6 with about a minute to go, and I think at that point in time, you've got to try to extend your defense a little bit more, and you've got to try to create something. So, when I go back and watch it, I think we wanted to try to deny everybody, and maybe we didn't do a very good job of that. They threw it over the top, and then I think it was Savannah that fouled. Maybe she didn't take a great angle to the rim to try to cut her off. But I think at that point in the game, it wasn't, math-wise in my head, I knew that we needed to try to make a play. We couldn't really just play it out for 30 seconds, hope for a miss, and have enough time to get them at the other end. So, I think that's what you're referring to. And I think I certainly didn't want to foul, and I didn't want to give up points, but I'm not sure we had a lot of options other than to try to create some tempo and try to come up with a steal, and we didn't do it. So once again, going back to the original thing I said, they made plays. They came in here and made play after play after play, especially at the end of the game.
That's good.
And now that you have like a little bit of time off, I was gonna say, what is your? And of course, a lot of players have finals and stuff like that, so that's very important. But as far as on the court in preparation for the next game, which I believe is
St. Bonaventure. Bonaventure on Sunday.
What do you do to just get your girls ready for that? Obviously, with finals week going on and stuff like that too.
Well, there's clearly things we have to fix about the way we played defensively today. We gave up 42 points in the last 17 minutes of that game. So we've got practice on Monday and Tuesday. We're off Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll practice, and we'll go play a good St. Bonaventure team. I think they're 5-2 now. They got beat last night by Kent State, who's really good. And, we got to find a way to get better as a group.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
We still have Kennedi coming up too. Questions for Kennedi?
Hey, Kennedy. Just wanted to ask as well, you individually had a good performance. Obviously, in the fourth quarter as a team, things fell apart. From your perspective on the floor, what do you feel like went wrong? What went wrong for the team?
I feel like definitely on-ball defense was a problem. Fouling, I feel like we've been struggling with that the whole season, so now it kind of bit us in the butt. But I feel like that was really the only thing. I feel like once they hit big shots, we kind of got a little flustered and kind of was just like, when we lost the lead, we were just like, okay. But I feel like they had the energy when it was time, so yeah.
Did you feel that it was more of a schematic issue in the fourth quarter, or did you feel it was more effort, or maybe both?
I think they just made the better plays, honestly. 20, Alexander, she made a lot of big plays. They hit some big threes. I just feel like they just made the plays and we didn't. I feel like our effort was good. Our energy was good most of the game. I don't think that was the issue. I just feel as though when it's time, we need to make the plays, and we didn't today.
Obviously, your matchup, she really wouldn't move outside of the paint too much, and you aren't primarily, an outside shooter. Of course, you can hit shots, but that's not your game per se. How tough was it to not only battle in the paint with her, but also, you obviously had a good performance, but how did you take on that matchup with a size differential like that?
The game plan this week, Coach told us we were going to have more open threes. I feel like all of the posts kind of are drive first. So transitioning into shooting threes more because they're open was a challenge for me personally because, like you said, I'm really not – I can shoot them, but that's not really my first look. So I definitely feel like there was probably opportunities I could have shot them more, but I'm not really too upset about that because I feel like I got to my spots on the floor. So, yeah.
How do you get yourself mentally and physically prepared for St. Bonaventure and try to capitalize off this individual good performance?
I just think we just need to go to the drawing board. I think we need to go back, see what was good, see what was not. We definitely need to work on on-ball defense. We need to work on not fouling as much. But I feel like, the game is over. We took the L, but the good thing is the season's not over. So we just have to get back to the drawing board and get ready for Sunday.
I was going to mention, you all had just previously played a really hard-fought game against Michigan State. Obviously, this isn't the ending to Coppin, or the ending that you wanted versus Coppin State, but the first three quarters did show how good of a team that you all can be. So is that something that you all can take into the next game and just build confidence that even though the fourth quarter didn't go right, the first three quarters went well, and the games previous you have been playing good basketball?
That's always nice. I feel like this team has a lot of potential. We all are kind of on the same page of where we are on the same page of where we want to go. I feel as though, Michigan State was a tough one. We definitely could have pulled that one out, but it definitely sent us a lot of confidence because to play against teams like that, it's amazing. And we definitely need to get tougher and just go back to the drawing board and just see what we can do better. Today wasn't the result we wanted, but you're going to have games like that. So, we just got to get better.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.